Ugh, gotta fix this chair. Hi, Seekers. Welcome. Welcome. Girl, she just, you know what? She just creating content. Remember, she got nothing to talk about. She's hiding out from Shannon. I'm like, you afraid of Shannon? Oh, don't you remember that little back and forth when she was in Kuwait? And Shannon's like, come on back to Cornwall. I'll have a talk with you. And she's hiding. Oh, God, that's funny. Yeah, Salah's the expat, not Chantal. I don't care what comes out of her lips. Yeah, exactly. She's an expat, but she's fully entitled to Canadian health care. Here's the problem, people. By the way, welcome No Madness Life. If you're new here, please subscribe. Hit that thumbs up. Now remember, it's December sweeps month. She likes to create controversy so people will prove her wrong. Do you know how many people, including me, dealt with private health care? Yeah, I had to bill it. I had to bill state health care, government, federal health care. She has spent her whole life privileged with universal health care. She knows nothing about private health care. So, shh. Now, the funny part is, which I'm going to show you, is she could have got some. But there's reasons she didn't, or she did, and it expired. So there's that. Yeah, Shannon. She's afraid of Shannon. And now I can't even get into it. I got prezzies. Look I got this beautiful tin. It says, Jesus, our greatest blessing, joy, thou shalt have joy and gladness, and many shall rejoice at his birth. Luke 1:14. This is full of my favorite buttermint peppermints. These are for my hubby because he literally was thrilled. An entire nut selection and Ferrero chocolates. You can see he's already dipped into them. He ate a coconut one and he ate a hazelnut one. Right in there. So he's a happy boy. Thank you so much, Cammy girl. Let me put these on the table. The table. There you go. Oh, and look what I got on. Look at it. Get out of here. It's in my store. Get over it. Tongue sticking out. This is so realistic that I was trying to wipe off what I thought was hair on my shirt, and it was the whiskers. I kept going like this, and it was the whiskers. See? Anyway, this is our furry feline girl. Yep, our furry feline girl. That's what she is. That's what she is. She's a beauty. She's beautiful. She's a beautiful kitty cat. Yeah, I created it. Anyway, there's the link if you want to get it in sweatshirt or t-shirt. This is a large, and I'll show you. It is true to size. Look at how long it is. It's long. Covers your... But I don't like mine that long, so I just bunch it up. That's what I do. So yes, that's our newest in the store. Just a random cat. Okay, so anyway, we need to get on with this. I need the speaker. Up, down, up, down. Story of my life. Dixie, I hear you in the kitchen. Mama hears you in the kitchen. You're going to wait for me to get into this and start making your noise. Aren't you? You want a carrot? Fine. Fa la 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 la. Happy holidays, Tig. Happy holidays, brother. There you go. Yeah, you go farther from the kitchen. He's right here by my chair, like he's gonna rattle his ass back in there. No, he's not. No, he's not. We're gonna ignore him. He might as well get the carrot now, right? Because we're gonna ignore him after this. Happy holidays, by the way, everyone. 6 more days till Christmas Day. Okay. We need to do this. Thank you, Deborah. All right. We got to get into this. Now, remember, it's no December sweeps, okay? She knows. We know she's not an expat. The end. The end. Here we go. Here we fucking go. Don't think I don't have tabs open either. I'm not blindly reacting to this horse and pony show. She know what she doing. She well aware. She don't care. As long as you're not able to find out she don't have a marriage license, you won't be able to find out if she's a resident. You know what I'm saying? That's how she thinks. That's how she thinks. She always playing. Quit playing, girl. There are people out there smarter than you. Stop playing. There's people out there with triple-digit IQs. People that been to college. People over here that don't have universal health care. Listen, health insurance is in the money game, okay? Yeah, no. That's cute. No. Here we go. Hello, Foodie Beauties. Thank you, Miss Zippy, for being a member for 7 months. Love you.
Ho, ho, ho! It's Cameo Santa here again. Just letting you know, I have some room left in my sleigh, and Rudolph has been drinking.
She added unicity to this, did she not? Unbelievable. Now, if you haven't heard, Tiggs is in the kitchen. We're going to ignore him. He gets 1 carrot. Oh, God.
Unicity. So he's got the extra energy.
I can't do it. I can't do
Hi
it.
guys.
Hello.
Welcome back to another video.
In the parking lot.
Middle of nowhere in my car. So
I'm sure.
today's topic is going to be something that is
that I just thought of on the top of my head so I could create controversy in the community.
Very popular in my corner. And there's a lot of misinformation.
Yeah, from you.
So that's the only reason I'm addressing this. So
well, let's count how many jump cuts. There was 1.
The thing I want to address today,
Why are your eyelids so puffy? What happened? Who made you cry?
show you my agenda first, actually.
Oh, geez. Amberlynn Reed just appeared on this video out of nowhere. Oh, my God. OMG. You been watching Amberlynn Reed? Are you taking notes? That's probably what's in there. I'm sure it's not about a healthy arc.
Today's planner. I don't really like the outside. I got it from Amazon, and I'm telling you guys.
Back to impulse shopping.
I am going to miss so bad Amazon if I ever go back to Kuwait.
If. If.
Because Amazon, oh, I have a shopping. See, maybe I shouldn't live here because, listen, I've just already spent so much on Amazon, like things that I need for myself. Not frivolous things. I had like 150.
Well, you definitely seem so much back to yourself since you appeared in Canada. All the things you loved, you're doing, right?
$1 worth of makeup in my cart, and I was like, put all that stuff back. Because
so you listened to me. I said, leave stuff in your cart, go back, not 1 day later, but, a week later and see if you need it. If you don't, get it out of the cart.
You don't need it.
Look at you progressing.
Like, I have enough makeup and,
Yeah, I actually like that sweater. It's got a beautiful color to it. It's not busy, right? I like that color. It looks good with pale skin.
I have some financial goals that if I just frivolously spend, it's not part of the plan, right? So, I mean, I have no business doing that right now. So,
Look at her at almost 40.
I put everything back, but I did need a planner because my life is unorganized and it's actually more detrimental. So,
Yeah, definitely. Oops-a-daisy. Welcome to the Seeker family. We need a Willie scream. We got a new member, people. And a pig scream. At you too. Dinka Fritz.
so this is actually a pretty good planner. It was pretty cheap.
Did we get... Oh my God, this is... Cher's not dead. Welcome to the Seeker family. Look at this. Fa la 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 la. Thank you.
Remember right now the price, but I'll put it somewhere. It was for planner standards. There were planners that were very expensive. So here it has a...
It's empty. It's empty. What is the point of all this if it's not full? What is the purpose?
Like how it has the calendar at a glance for like the whole week, and then you have each day.
Oh, sweetheart. What are you, 12? We all know what planners are. We know what planners are. Oh, man. You know, what a sheltered life we've lived.
You have here, and I do this, you know, in the evenings to relax, and I really love.
Do you also dot your I's with hearts?
Doing it. So it tells you the weather. You know, today it would be...
I know, you can actually download the app on your phone. You don't actually have to carry a planner and your big Meemaw purse.
Your priorities, your to-do list, things to get done, money in, money out, so you can keep track of what you spent.
Money in where? Money? Oh, the money you keep sending to Salah, like you used to do with Nader. Good for you. At least you can see where your money's going.
In the day, breakfast, lunch.
Let's do some thumbs up in here. That ain't an FFG shirt. Chloe.
Dinner, snack, exercise notes, and then hour by...
She's gonna be mad. Oh no, I'm devastated.
Hour your day, and up until 12 a.m. And I've been going to bed at 10:30.
Whoa, so you're not staying up all night doing edibles and eating copious amounts of food? All right.
Not much later than that, and sometimes earlier, because...
Well, hello, G-Money. Welcome to the Seeker family.
I'm just, you know, on that kind of routine right now, and so I just want to...
Oh, I forgot. I'm supposed to be signing people up under my MLM. Damn it. Boy, that's a long one. Tap, 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 tap.
And it feels good because I'm actually like taking off things. Actually, I gotta take something off right now. I gotta swap.
What do you gotta swap? Are you swapping McDonald's for Burger King? Stop it. Oh, yeah, because Burger King don't have the Nashies. You need to mark off the Burger King and replace that with the McDonald's.
Laundry and... Okay. I gotta swap some things. Okay, I'll do that later.
Why is she trying to look like a secretary in her car out in the rain hiding from Shannon? I don't get it.
Oh, wait.
She can't, like, where's she staying? She's staying at a hotel. You know you could live stream and make videos from the bathroom of a hotel. Nobody will be able to figure it out. Just take a chair or sit on the toilet and just do your videos in the bathroom. Nobody will be able to figure out what hotel you're in. Well, they might.
Tomorrow I gotta do some...
There's a bedtime at her mom's? Yeah, she might be at her mom's. She probably over it, I'm sure.
Chris.
I mean, her mom and her. Who makes a list about doing your laundry? I don't know.
Shopping.
She's not allowed to throw shit on the floor or eat in her bedroom, I'll bet.
Okay, tomorrow I gotta do Christmas shopping.
I thought she doesn't do Christmas. Did we? Never mind. Whatever it is.
What else do I have to do? And by the way, I know my face shape is weird in this hijab under cap.
No, it's your filters.
But
It's trying to do something weird.
we'll see if I can do this. Oh. Hello, friend. I look like I'm coming out of a birth canal. What the
That
heck?
is not appropriate language, ma'am.
Never mind. All right. Okay, I want to talk about
Oh boy. Here we go.
me being kicked out of Kuwait or not being able to go back because of health issues. And, you know, you're going to react to me, whatever, but it's the you know.
Oh, you almost said lies, but you know they're not lies. Be careful how you speak.
The theories that are not true
The theories.
at all. That just like, because it's
Well, I think what you need to do is go into specifics of how the theories are not possible. That would be a great way to not be, I don't know, doubling down on your BS.
annoying for me because then you have people coming to my channel.
No, nobody's coming to your channel except for this one woman that said, unless you already took it out. Let me see. Oh, this woman was really kind of pissed off. She said, that was weird. You were pretty well all negatives throughout, while stating you don't want to be negative. While I don't believe you were forcibly removed from Kuwait because of weight or health reasons, I do indeed believe the move wasn't impulsive. I do believe it would be much more costly to have weight loss surgery in Kuwait than in Canada. You can, but health insurance in any country that has it. But it's not inclusive and it's costly. Even in Canada, and being a Canadian, private health care is expensive, which we all know because we don't have universal health care. We're all aware of the parameters and the requirements to get an inexpensive health care. And at your age, ma'am, as soon as they ask for your weight and all that fun stuff, there's that. You see what I'm saying? This woman worked in the insurance industry for 38 years and will call you out on any insurance company ever supplying someone on their deathbed with insurance. That will never happen, yeah. They aren't in the business to lose money. Why do people always spell it as loose? Loose? It's L-O-S-E, lose. Which would happen if they insure folks who are actively dying. That's what she thinks, by the way. So anyway, she has severe health issues. So yeah, it would be hard. And I have my theories on what's going on. If she was only smart, she would have done this right.
Did you really get kicked out of Kuwait? I know that all of you wish the absolute worst for me. That's why you try to find something in everything I do that points to the fact that I'm doing bad. Because I don't...
It's not about doing bad. It's about you put this, like right now, you're saying all this, challenging people. People find it a challenge. You're putting it out there. You didn't have to say a word. You told us the truth before you went to Kuwait. You said, every 3 months, I will be coming back to Canada to renew my visa. And then you got out there, and we had 2 wedding days. One in November, one in January. You didn't have to show your marriage license. Then you said you work there, you have a job, you have a civil ID and a residency. These are the things you put out there that you didn't have to. You made a choice. And there's people out there that maybe want to go to Kuwait, and they're finding out that they can't get what you got. And they're questioning you. There's people that actually are in Kuwait on visitor visas and have residency, and they're like, no way. There's no way she has one. See, that's the thing you do. You want people to speculate. You want people to talk about you, and you know the truth. You know the truth.
I don't share things as openly anymore.
Okay. Yeah. Because you want us to speculate.
Okay.
Even when you were open, you lied.
I suffered through everything that people accused me of, like with all the theories being true. I would be the most unluckiest person in the universe.
I don't even know what that means. I think you're one of the luckiest people in the universe. You know how much shit you've gotten away with on this channel? And here you still are. And in Kuwait.
So anyway.
Think, sweetheart.
I am not kicked out of Kuwait because of my health. There are so many diabetic people in Kuwait.
Now, how would you know that? That is medical information. And what if those expats have diabetes because they got older? They're already a resident. Did you know you cannot become a resident if you have diabetes and high blood pressure? Did you know that?
You can be an expat with health issues in Kuwait.
You're not an expat. You are a visitor.
You may have to pay for some things. Expat healthcare is you pay a certain amount.
You're not an expat. You're a Canadian traveler.
Year. And then
So you're just spitting out what, like, Salah's an expat. You're not.
Get access to public health care for very...
Oh, you are not an expat. Now, if you got lucky and there happens to be some people that some people know that are doctors and they helped you out behind the scenes for cheap, that's a whole nother ballgame than you saying you have expat insurance. Oh, God.
Very, very cheap or almost free, depending what you need.
You're used to free. There's no such thing outside of your little bubble of universal health care.
Also, you can pay for private health care. Actually, private health...
Yeah, you could have. Look at this. So when you left Canada, right? This is, let me bring this up. This is b2c.tourmed.canada. You'd have been covered up to $5 million in case of an emergency. While you travel, you could have bought this little plan from your own government and traveled. The problem is, you didn't want to come back to Canada and stayed over your 6 months. So you don't get this. You have to go back to Canada, reapply, and wait it out. So hopefully you can get this again when you travel. But you need to come home, girl. You can only be gone 6 months. Did that clear that up for you? You know exactly that you lost that insurance. If you were smart enough to freaking buy it, you'd be covered up to $5 million. All you got to do is every 90 days, let's just say every 6 months, you need to go back to Canada for 6 months. That's where we're at. But you're just smarter than, I don't want to go to Canada. I'll always be a citizen. I don't have to go back. But you found out. You effed around and found out. They're not going to cover you as a traveler. As a tourist. Yes, I'm being sassy. So there's that. From your own government. Why would... If our government offered that to us, if we went somewhere for 6 months, a year, oh my God, it would be gold. You just take advantage and then you come back and demand, because that's what happens when you live your whole life being able to just abuse your body and you get to use free health care. That's crazy. See, we don't think like that over here because we don't get that privilege. Even when they created a universal health care, only certain people qualified. Not all of us. God forbid.
Healthcare is a lot more popular than public in Kuwait. And most
You're not an expat. That's Salah's insurance.
of the time, except for, no.
Yeah. Nope, you don't even know the facts. Now think about this. Right here, I put this up a month ago. This is off of a Kuwait government site. Let me see if it's in there. It's the expat. It's an expat government site. And it says they can, listen, you will not be permitted residency if you have diabetes, vision problems, high blood pressure. You cannot be permitted residency, which would make you an expat. I already covered that. The other stuff you talk about is visitors, which is contagious diseases. Because they don't want you bogging down their healthcare system.
Yeah, I think once only I needed public health care and I had to.
Oh, you needed it in Thailand. You needed it when you had MERS. You had to have breathing treatments. You needed it when you were having a mental breakdown. But if you were just getting prescriptions, I guess it wouldn't count. Over the counter, I guess you didn't see a psychiatrist over there. So I'm just saying, stop.
I had to have nebulizer treatment.
I mean, in literally 1 year, you have had 3 medical issues. You should stay home and get yourself under control and quit worrying about what Salah's doing.
And it was pretty.
If she don't keep an eye on him, this is the headspace she'll start getting into.
Cheap. It was like $10 for the visit and everything. But why did I say that?
Yeah, it probably matters about who you know, and you didn't go into a medical system.
So like, but the other times I've needed healthcare in Kuwait, we've paid for it privately.
As you should.
So how can it be a burden on a system that I pay for privately most of the time?
Oh my God. You know what? Keep going.
And that we pay for in advance for the year.
Salah pays that because he's an expat. You are not. You always want somebody to take care of you. It's time to take care of yourself.
You know, I've never been told that I require private health care.
Because you probably had travel health insurance. Your Canadian health insurance will cover you while you're gone. 6 months. Once you go over the 6-month mark, ma'am, you lose it all. So when you went back to Canada, you had to go and reapply for everything. You can't just bust through the door like the Kool-Aid man and demand your free health care when you've been gone for a year.
If I did need it, I would buy a private health care insurance.
Don't work like that.
And the fact that people think I'm way too unhealthy to get insurance, probably for a lot of companies, yeah, but there are companies who, you know, are very competitive and...
You are so wrong. You are so wrong.
They offer no medical check required kind of...
Oh, okay. That's like saying I can go change my name at the transportation department, whatever you people call it, Secretary of State, Department of Motor Vehicles, without a marriage license. That's like saying that. Wrong. They don't just do that. You could just call over the phone. Yeah, I'm a skinny legend. Use your skinny legend voice. No health issues whatsoever. I'm a celebrity. And they'll be like, oh my God, just send us $250. Listen, if you make that phone call and they say that, You're being scammed. You know nothing about private health insurance. You have been coddled with your beautiful universal health care. Doesn't work like that.
Kind of health insurance, and there's a lot.
Do you have sleep apnea? Do you have COPD? There's a laundry list of questions, sweetheart, that you'd be... Listen, yours would look like a tic-tac-toe win.
Expat health insurance.
You're not an expat. In fact, you can't even get a residency with diabetes or high blood pressure.
Actually, might or might not have one. You don't know. The thing
Yeah, we know.
is that these people just
These people.
speculate, and they're wrong.
Okay.
But they make it sound like it's a sure thing.
Oh, from the Kuwaiti government? Yeah. Yeah. Kuwaiti government. Yeah. Kuwaiti government. Everything you need to know, princess. Everything you need to know. How you can become a resident. But you can't become a resident if you have diabetes, high blood pressure, vision problems. Probably why she's getting, this is why I think she wanted to go over there, spend 6 months, right? Now listen to me, lean in. She thought she was smart because we mentioned that if you look it up, that if you get weight loss surgery, it may, look it up, research yourself, and your diabetes. Yeah, immediately. So then your sugar will be under control, right? She's got an appointment to get her eyes checked. Hopefully she gets on high blood pressure medicine. So maybe her end game is she wants to become a resident, but she can't. You will not be permitted. So we know you're not a resident yet. Foolish.
Like they're right, like 100% they know. As if they have a GoPro and they're
No, we have Kuwaiti government actual sites you can go look. Yeah, it says herpes and stuff too. Yeah.
following my life around in my house, etc. The fact that people don't know anything and it's making them go crazy.
But how are you so Why wouldn't you go into specifics? What websites can we go check? Because we've all done the work. It's like you want us to put this in your lap. If that's what you want, why don't you just ask? Help, help. How can I go live with Salah and be a resident and marry him? Because I want to be with him the rest of my life. He wants me there. He's the only man that wants to live with me besides Pete. Why can't you just be honest? We'd help you. But you keep calling us liars and bullshit. We're just toying with you like a cat playing with a toy. Like feline furry girl. Like feline furry girl. Feline furry girl. She just batting you around.
With theories and conspiracy that interfere with my life a bit because people...
How? How's it interfering with your life? Somebody, what? Listen, every time you apply to go back over to Kuwait, every single time, they have to look you up. They know exactly your status in Kuwait. And when you go online and lie and say this and say that and show yourself getting health care in Kuwait, you're the one that's causing a problem in your life. So instead of trying to prove to the internet that somebody wanted to marry you, you could have avoided all this nonsense.
People take these words as true.
You could have took us on a real journey. Hey, I'm going over to meet this guy. Now, you could have gave us a whole, honest representation of Kuwait. You could have said, you could have taught us things. You could have said, okay, I'm going over there, but I'm going to stay in this little place by myself because in Kuwait, we cannot cohabitate. We cannot cohabitate. You could have taught people things instead of, look at, he married me the next day. Look at, we're married. Look at our rings. Look at our candles. And everybody's like, what the hell? Then you go and do it again in January out of a courthouse for some 7-day convenience marriage, which Murad confirmed. And you keep playing this game, and then miraculously, every 3 months, you're going to go on a little trip. Yeah, pack your bags. We're going on a little trip every 3 months. That doesn't scream visitor visa. Nope.
Truth. And then they think I'm the liar, you know? And it's like, it's my life. I'm living it.
Okay, keep living it.
And I think I should know. You don't know anything about Kuwait other than what you Google and read a few.
Kuwaiti government website tells you everything because they want you prepared if you're going to travel there. Everyone except you researches the country they're about to go to so they don't get themselves in trouble. That's why the government puts up all these things that they expect out of you. Respectfully. I just can't. Like, seriously? She thinks this is a Google thing? Oh my God. Yeah, Bon Jovi. It's my life. It's now or never. Oh.
Read a few articles on. And it's not so black and white, by the way, those policies. Okay.
They not? Are you working for the government now? They're not so black and white. Hell, we didn't even know they had a 7-day marriage of convenience. Murad told us.
Hey, we don't have any debts to Kuwait. So if you have...
So you got a brand new Cherry with plastic on the seat. So you basically just confirmed that that is a car lot vehicle, which people that work for the company get to drive. And he definitely doesn't want to get charged for any damages or dirty white leather seats, so he's going to keep them covered. So that's what you're telling us? Or did you go just drop, 3 stacks down on a car? Huh? I mean, we know you rent. You don't have credit cards. We're just saying. So you just confirmed it. Thank you.
Have a debt to Kuwait, yeah, they might not extend your residence if you have...
You almost said visa. You almost said visa. Did you know a residency is 3 years? 3 years. So what are you talking about? Extend it. You'd have 3 years to pay it off. Yeah, you almost said visa.
You have debts to owe. But
what it means is Salah wouldn't be able to leave Kuwait. It has nothing to do with her. They don't care what her debt is. She is a tourist. It would mean that Salah can't leave Kuwait if he has debts owed. Thank you, Mr. A, for telling us that back in the beginning, that he sold his car, he got rid of all his debt, which his dad probably paid off, so he thought he was going to Canada. And you still got him on that promise, right? Oh, I have another question for you. Why isn't he coming to Canada on a visitor visa? I researched the shit out of that. I thought Syrians could not, but they can. Huh. Interesting.
But we've never have, and we never will. Hopefully, inshallah.
She doesn't want him to come to Canada because she don't want him to have a taste of the free world. Right? Right? Am I wrong? Look what happened to the last foreign guy that she was with. He found a better ride. Salah she lied to us about that. She said he was born in Kuwait. He was not. He didn't go to Kuwait until he was 19.
Allah. Debt is not really that easy to acquire in Kuwait, actually.
But you just showed off a brand new car. Like, you got it like that, girl. So you just dropped some stacks down on a new car? Whoa. Well, then why don't you get rid of that Kia and get yourself a new ride over there in Canada? Because I know I would be. I wouldn't be driving around a hoopty, and my man gets to drive a 2024 car. Stop.
Actually, it's not like here, So I see I've been kicked out of Kuwait. I got myself kicked out of Kuwait.
No, I don't think that. Here's what I think. Buckle up. Lean in. Penelope, give her the what for. Here's what I think. You knew. Okay, remember they went to Thailand. Everybody lean in. You can give your opinions in 1 second. Okay. Lean in. Remember they went to Thailand. Vacation, right? Vacation. That lasted way too long, 6 weeks. They ran out of money. They ran out of medication. She had to get blood work done there. Okay, why? Because you were getting a tourist visa. You were getting it renewed. And there must have been a little bit of a hiccup. Just a little bit of a hiccup. So, you got stuck in Thailand for 6 weeks. It was brutal for y'all. In fact, you guys were kind of like, going at it. Now, you come back. You both have been kind of at odds with each other because you were blowing through the money on food, pretending like it needed to be content. So, then, follow along. Okay, so then you go back to Kuwait. Yay, see, I told you. We were just on vacation. Even though you ran out of medication, you ran out of money. Yay, we're back in Thailand. Well, there's a little bit of just friction between the two of you. And then there's talk of Yerma. Well, how do you say it? Umrah. Am I right? Is it Umrah? It's kind of like Mecca, right? There's talk of that. They also ran out of patience. She got a boil. That cost money. Had to go to the ER. It's not like Canada, is it, sweetheart? You can't just run to the ER because you don't take care of yourself and they fix it and you get no bill in the mail. Dear God, if you lived in the United States of America, you wouldn't survive. You'd be so broke. Or you'd be in good health. Let's just put it that way. Okay, so, now listen, Deborah. Listen, Holly. Listen, everybody. I heard they sold not only the car, but possibly that Alienware computer. But I don't know. I don't know all about that. All right, but they did sell shit to go there. Thank you, Mr. A. Anyway, he's your biggest pain in the ass, not us, because he gives us the deets. Anyway, so you knew, because we kept saying January 10th, she got to be gone again, January 10th. So you were and then, okay, now listen, this is the fun part. This is what I think. She didn't want to go back to Canada by herself. Because last time it took 6 weeks. So you could go back to Canada and make it look like a extended vacation. Oh, I might get an apartment. I might do this. I might do that. Because you don't have any idea of the timeline before this visa will be renewed. If it will be renewed. So you're already putting the cart in front of the horse like you always do. Well, I might stay here. I may not. I haven't decided yet. No, the Kuwaiti government will decide. Because we already know that you have literally pissed in every corner of that sea view condo in Kuwait for a man. You have brought in the pets. You left your abayas behind like you've done with every man you've ever met. You've left your shit in their place so you can bust through the doors whenever you feel like it. Right? Nothing's changed. But here's what changed. She did not want to go to Canada. And he may or may not started working at Cherry because they need the money. And I've got a feeling they did because Allah and the Cherry, now Salah with the Cherry vehicle, blah, blah, blah. I'm sorry, but that's what I think just occurred. Allah got him a job. Because Kuwait government might be questioning his income. He has to have a job or he will be deported. So he's smart. He's smart doing that. She don't like it, but it don't matter what she likes. Yeah, we're going to have an abaya rescue. Anyway, so instead of waiting till January 10th, which would make it obvious, she went for the holidays, for the food, for the presents. And she don't want to stay because she can't keep an eye on Salah. Anyway, that's just my speculation, but think about it. The reason she went to Canada and she didn't want to is because Salah could not go on another vacation with her while he has a job, and she refused to go alone. Even if it was an hour and a half over to Doha, she would refuse to go alone and sit in an apartment alone or even a hotel room waiting. That's why she chose Canada. And she only chose to go early so she could indulge. And if you know what indulge means, it means many things. Yeah, they could both move to Syria and be together forever. There you go. Now, it is driving her nuts. So she did good at this point, you know, like, I'm here for the right reasons and it's my health and we had a health crisis, but she's screwing up as she always does. So we're going to watch the live stream after this and I'll show you how when her thoughts or emotions or her mentals change, the whole thing changes. She did that with Nodder. We've seen it. It's just playing out.
No, I mean, the only thing that happened, and there's no tea here, all right, or the tea is cold as ice, but I left on my own accord, all right?
Yep.
I decided.
And you left 3 weeks, about 3.5 weeks before you would have to leave anyway. And the only reason you didn't wait till January 9th to leave, you would have missed out on the family Christmas. You were already going back to Canada to wait out a visa. Oh, and possibly stay longer so you can reapply for your residency. How long? See, I don't think you can do that. She would have to stay, which is why she was talking about an apartment. What if she's getting an apartment so she can sit there for 6 months so she can go back to Kuwait for 6 months? She has to sit. It'll be the new year. Actually, she could leave. She could leave. It'll be a whole new year. But I don't know how long she has to sit there to get her residency. But she has to get her own place. Yeah, she's there for the freebies and the food.
Decided one day I need to go visit my family. I'm going to try for the weight loss surgery.
No, the only reason you decide you're going to go visit your family is because Salah could not go with you and sit in a border country and wait another 6 weeks, possibly. You were safer to go back home to Canada because you won't go sit somewhere by yourself. My God, you wouldn't even share a hotel room with a girl in the islands. You wanted your own hotel room. You can't do anything alone. You have to have people that take care of you. Duh.
Because I'm so impulsive. I was really inspired by some videos I was watching.
BS.
And talking to some people who've had the surgery. And even though...
Now, you used Amberlynn Reed's ARC.
I just don't fully agree with it. And I don't...
Of course you don't. You never did.
Mean that to offense to anybody who's had it.
Well, of course it's going to be offensive, but you carry on.
It's just my opinion. I'm entitled to it without offending people.
And we're entitled to our opinion without offending you.
I mean, okay, I can't determine if you're offended. If you are, I'm sorry. That's not my intention.
Same here.
100%. I'm being sincere with that.
Me too.
If it worked for you, that's awesome. And that's what I hope. But there's also a dark side to it. It's not a perfect thing.
Ma'am, there's a dark side to every drive-through you go through and keep ignoring your health problems. So which one's the better option? I guess maybe you should ask the Slaytons.
You know, it's very dangerous. I have a lot of problems that I'm afraid of surgery. I know people who've gained the weight back, you know.
Yeah, it's because you need a good psychiatrist.
Oh,
you can't, I mean, you can blow a band and stuff, but if you get the big one, the Roux-en-Y, yeah, I mean, we seen, you know, if you turn over to alcohol instead of food, you can blow your pouch.
Died from complications or lose all their hair, have vitamin...
But have you seen the 4 TikTokers who literally just passed away from obesity and they weren't even 45 years old. Did you go look at that on TikTok? The one guy I used to watch, I liked him. He made me laugh. He had the curly hair. He looked like an overweight, he looked like, what's his name? Weird Al Yankovic. He looked like overweight Weird Al Yankovic. And he would order stuff and then taste it. And he did great TikToks and he was funny. Apparently he passed away. So, ma'am, if you're going to research with something you don't want, why don't you research the situation you're in? Or why don't you let a doctor decide what you got a better chance of surviving? Wow.
Vitamin deficiencies, things like that. So
you take vitamins. You get B12 shots.
But
you already lost hair. So who cares? You wearing a hijab and on a baya. Who cares? You're covered.
I know I can't stay this way because it's even worse, for health reasons.
Yeah. Especially when you're non-compliant.
But that's why I came here.
Oh, I don't know yet. I'll check.
I'm hitting brick walls. I'm being told I need to have a doctor follow me through this process.
Duh.
And it's like a long wait.
Here's what I heard from a Canadian from Ontario. They said that if you go into a walk-in clinic, like get up early, I'm going to bed early. Get up early, go wait in the parking lot, stand by the door, take a scooty, whatever you got to do, take a chair, sit by the door, watch TikToks until it opens, go in there, have them look at all your numbers and your blood pressure and all that good shit. They will refer you a physician straight from the walk-in clinic. That's what we heard. Because you're not healthy. Or go wait out the ER. But you can be referred through a walk-in clinic.
I don't want to not see my husband for 4 years.
Oh, you don't want to... Listen, you can't stand that he's over there without you. I think your health needs to be number one right now.
I travel a lot because it's hard on me. So to go back...
Then start diet and exercising. Let's get ahead of this game.
Back and forth to visit each other. I don't know about that.
All that's on her mind is what is Salah doing. Joanna said, I said it because I asked my clinic. She just has to fill out an online form from Great River Health Team and they will call her for an appointment with a doctor. There you go. She don't want a doctor following her. You're going to find out in her live stream that she's not even checking her sugars anymore.
So I'm not sure still what I'm going to do. But my health issues are not going to prevent me from going back to Kuwait.
There it is. Right there. Right there. She don't care. She is obsessed with Salah.
The only thing, if you look on the Kuwait work visa website...
Yeah, we did. You don't have a work visa, sweetheart. That's cute, though. And if you did, they wouldn't have allowed you residency because of diabetes, vision problems, even a squint, and high blood pressure. Will not be permitted residency. And that's the only way you can be a resident is with a work permit. There's another one, but not a visitor visa.
On the Kuwait website, government website, you will see that when they ask for a medical, it's to check for contagious diseases.
If you are a tourist.
Diseases like HIV.
Right, because you're coming over there to visit and they don't want you bringing all your goobs with you.
Things like that.
Which, just to remind you, I'm not hepatitis B positive.
Oh my God, what are we dealing with here? Smee!
I am positive for the antigens, which means that I've had the vaccine in school. I've had vaccinated against A and B.
Okay, it's not.
Oh my God, you can hear somebody coming down wooden steps. Did you hear that? Wait, we're going to tap it back. She had to say it really quick. Wherever you're at, you're not supposed to be filming anything. Not even your voice. It's a voiceover. Listen, we're going to hear the steps. Everybody. Listen, I'm going to slow it down. She had to hurry up and get off. Listen.
Which means that I've had the vaccine in school. I've had
You hear that?
Vaccinated against A and B.
Okay.
You can hear people talking. You could hear steps. Quick. But boy, she had to get that video out, people. She didn't get in her car and run to the Dairy Queen and do it. Yeah, you could hear people talking, someone walking down some wooden... You in the basement? Oh my. You in the attic or... No, it'd have to be the basement. That's awesome. Yeah, mommy's coming. Turn off your phone. Cutie, I made you dinner.
It's not for tuberculosis. It's not for... They don't ask you how fat you are. Number one, Kuwait is one of the most obese countries in the world.
Oh my God. I'm sorry, but in all your filming, that's like saying Thailand is the second obese country in the world. Ma'am, it gets 130 degrees there. I'm going to assume the only obese people in Kuwait are the ones that are old and have health issues. But all the people we seen walking around, no, they weren't. Yeah, and everybody's got diabetes in Kuwait, guys.
World right now. Okay, so...
So that's a fact. I don't have to prove it.
They don't ask you your weight. They don't ask you anything. Your height. They don't ask you if you have diabetes.
No, they only ask that if you're applying for a residency.
The worst comes to worst, they tell you to pay for your health care. Okay, fine.
Of course you have to. I mean, can you imagine spending your whole life and not realizing that everybody pays for health care? That this is a phenomenon to you? You know what I mean?
It's not like they're going to go, you can't come in this country. They might be able to deny you public health care, which I've never heard of.
Of course not. You're from Canada. And if you would have followed Canadian rules, you could have got the TourMed Canada. Oops, my finger. This is B2C TourMed.Canada. This is their travel insurance. You could have got this and been covered up to $5 million because you're privileged to be a Canadian. The only rules are you can't lose your residency, which you did because you stayed longer than 6 months, which is why I think you're back in Canada also, is to reapply for your residency by getting yourself an apartment, maybe letting Pete's live in it. Who knows while you're gone? I can see the way your brain thinks, that hamster running in the wheel, and you can give an address, but it's got to be in your name. You can't give your mama's address. You have to be put on documentation because now they're looking at your passport, knowing you're running around, wanting their residency and their free health care for nothing. So they're going to make you prove you're resident. Somebody's going to have to co-sign for you on that apartment. Yeah, studio will do, but you didn't realize how expensive that rent has gone up, have you? Now you're really dipping into the pot. Oh my. So you're over there reestablishing your residency. You are over there trying to get this Canadian TourMed travel insurance because you're not a resident of Kuwait. Am I getting close yet? Oh, I need to check because this done pissed her off. Yeah. Hold on. She don't like the truth berries. Listen, I've worked for hospitals. I've done billing. I've worked for anesthesiologists doing billing. I know all about private healthcare. Oh, you did, you snake. It's all right. I might return the favor sometime. I might just return the favor. Thank you, YouTube. Do your thing. God. If you guys don't believe me, I can show you. It never ends. Okay, let me show you. I can show you. Okay, so every single one of these used to be that. They all get, this one I turned off on purpose because it's to members only. They all get turned right back on. So just so you know, it's taken care of. She does it every live stream. Truth berries. Hey, if we were just speculating, you wouldn't care. Look at Sugar Oki's a Kuwait expert. Am I wrong? Sugar Oki? We know we got the Canadian stuff right. If she would have just did what Canada asked and was just honest, which is what's probably ruined most things in her life, and it keeps her running around, putting out fires, you know, fanning the flames. But anyway, if she would have just went over there, came back to Canada within the 6 months, kept her, she does everything impulsively. We already know that. And she would have kept that luxury villa, made Pete get a job, pay half, kept her pets in there. She could have kept her residency. I think her name had to be on the lease, so she had proof. She lived there for years. Now she's got herself in a pickle. She's got herself in a pickle because she impulsively, she went to Kuwait and she's like, I'm going to go back to Canada and I'm getting rid of everything. 3 months later, I'm getting rid of everything. I'm going to live in Kuwait with you. Because she had to lock him in with the promise he's coming to Canada, right? If she would have just kept that place and just did what she was told, came back every 6 months, she still could have, in between, went somewhere with Salah. Just come back, wait for your visa to be renewed, go back. She'd have been carrying that travel health care because she'd be a resident. She'd still be under the umbrella of universal health care. Easy peasy. But she was so busy trying to convince the internet, her real life, that she was married, she was a resident, had a civil ID, had a job there. Ma'am, you have to be a professional with a work visa, which will give you residency up to 3 years. Then you got to keep proving that you're working that job. It's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. All you had to do was not try to how do you say it? Boom Beazle or how do you say that? Goose Chuck, you have to have a work ethic to get a job. Yeah, I don't think a record of 12 firings, bamboozled, thank you. I don't think being fired 12 times is going to look good on a resume. Plus, you never finished university, so you don't have a career. Kuwait doesn't want people just coming over there. Listen. No, you keep doing it your way. It's more fun to watch. And we're all stupid. We have government websites that just literally put it out with bullet points, outlines. I mean, anybody could say, I want to go to Kuwait and work as a teacher and teach English. What do I need to do? And it's all laid out on the government website. YouTuber is not a career, as you've noticed. The pay's really unpredictable. That's why you're trying to mess with my pay. I'm just kidding. Don't care. I have members. You don't. My members keep my channel alive, by the way. Salah's going to visit Canada. Now, listen. I put all that in my community tab, too. There is no reason, except for Salah has to prove income. But I looked it up. Syrian definitely falls under this. Of what he would have to do to come. He can come over to Canada for 6 months. Canada allows that. He's just got to do proof that listen, I put it on my page. I'll show you. Then we'll get back to her Kool-Aid man nonsense. Freaking, you know what? She's Curly from the Three Stooges. And if you don't know what that is, just go watch an episode. That's her. I mean, God, I just can't. I'll show you. I went to I'll show you. It's on my community page. I researched all this. So this is why she's doing it wrong. They should have really, the two of them together can't even make one brain. Anyway, so there's a few requirements to qualify. And yes, I looked up Syrian. Yes, he can if they're married. If they're married. He's got to present his passport. And yes, Syrians can if they're married. Prove that you're in good health. We know he's in good health. I don't know about this one, but there's that. You have to prove to an immigration officer that you have ties with your home country, which might be a job, a property, financial assets, or family. This could stop him because he has a Syrian passport. I don't know how that works when you are a resident, not a citizen of Kuwait. Okay, so then what they require for Syrians is the ETA. This one, the electronic travel authorization. What you need is a type of travel document you plan to travel with, passport, the country that issued your travel document, Syria, your nationality, Syria, your method of travel to Canada, airplane, or boat, whatever. Okay, you can stay up to 6 months, but they're going to give you the date you need to leave. So instead of her 3 months, he could go over for 6 months. Anyway, where'd it go? There was another one. Anyway, it tells you the time frame that it takes to get approved. So for Syria, it's 61 to 70 days. It falls at the bottom of the list that I put in. That Syria is on the list. They're at the bottom of it. But it's 61 to 70 days wait time. So she could get an apartment, get it set up. Like, there are ways to do things without being nefarious. There's ways to do things the right way. But if he's coming over as your husband for a visit, you need that marriage license. So what's the problem? And you know you can't get married legally unless you're a resident. And you know that you can't be a resident without a career, a professional career. And you cannot be a resident if you have diabetes or high blood pressure. So there's that. They don't care if you're a visitor. They don't care. Because trust me, if you ended up in the hospital over there and you have no medical insurance, you ain't leaving the hospital or Kuwait until you pay off that debt. So don't get yourself in just playing a game. Do not get yourself in a pickle. But we're here for it. So is that misinformation you're talking about? I didn't think so. You're reading expat stuff. You're not reading tourist stuff. Think she's an expat. Then what are you in Canada for? That's your home in Kuwait. You should be by your husband's side. Wouldn't you have medical insurance? That's your home, girl. Stop.
Touch wood, but
I pointed out that they could get married legally in Thailand, but she still don't qualify to be a resident. She still will be a visitor.
Say worst case scenario, they just ask you to get a private healthcare plan, at which point, again, you don't know if I even have one. I could have one.
No, I think you did through Canada. I think you had the travel one, but you stayed too long and lost all your benefits. So now you're back reapplying. But you better get a place in your name. And remember, they keep an eye on your passport. And you're right. If you stay there till January 1st, you will be able to go over there for another 6 months. But according to Kuwait, you're going to have to leave after 3 months, reapply, and come back. You may have a hiccup with Kuwait. They may catch on to your little game.
So your theory would be thrown right out the window. Hint, hint. But there are companies, I can assure you 100%, that take on cases like mine. So just like I've known people who have been on their near their death.
No, you don't.
Bed and called for, got life insurance.
Maybe in Canada, but that shit don't fly in the US of A. Oh my God.
So it just depends on the company. Depends on a lot of things. All right. So that's all I wanted to address. Anything you hear,
anything you go research on the Kuwaiti government website or the Canadian website is just Google nonsense.
Yeah,
deathbed insurance. That's exactly what she said.
The horse's ass is probably not true.
Who's the horse's ass? Ma'am, you're right. What you're saying only applies to expats.
I would say, not true at all, actually.
I would say, like she really doesn't know. Not true at all, actually. Instead of sitting in the car talking nonsense, why aren't you out there touching rain, touching wood, touching pavement, and walking in those busted out Skechers that really need to be replaced? They look so bad. I can smell them through smell-o-vision.
Really. There's nothing happening with our relationship.
Nobody asked, but now that you just came out of nowhere,
we're still very happily married.
Sure, Jan.
And I miss him so bad.
Oh, I'm sure you do.
But we chat the whole day, video.
Wow, that screams secure marriage.
Chat almost the whole day when I'm not doing things like this. Working. I'm dating.
Working. Sitting in a car, making a 14-minute video a day. Working. You should put a sign. No, you should get one of them neon signs, right? For your car that it goes over the tinted window that says do not disturb. Working.
Dating you guys. I miss you guys. I have to do a live stream because I really miss you guys.
Speaking of which, let's do it. I'm sick of this nonsense. Hold on. Look at this. She looks like a floating head in a horror movie. What is happening? Why are you pixelated? Ma'am, you're turning yellow.
Turning on sub-only mode?
Oh, no, we're going past the highs and the squeals. Yeah, past that shit.
I'm stuck like a cat.
You opened the door to move the seat forward. That was gold. We need to see that again.
Finger through? Cassidy Ty, hi, how are you adjusting back in Canada?
Can you imagine that you have to open your door to reach down to get to the buttons on your seat?
Cassidy, thank you so much. I'm losing my voice. Thank you so much for the super chat. That's so kind of you.
What do you mean you're losing your voice?
Michelle, hi. I'm gonna move my seat.
Why is she wearing black and hiding? She's hiding from Shannon. Shannon's gonna whoop her ass. That's what she thinks. She's afraid. You don't think she ain't afraid of Shannon after all the smack she talked? Shannon goes, bring your ass back to Cornwall and we'll have that talk. You think Foodie forgot that? It still makes me laugh my ass off. I am waiting for Shannon to see her live for an hour and a half and start driving around and then knock on that side window. That would be gold. That would be the best.
Forward, but my belly is gonna get in the way.
See, she had to open the door to move her seat up.
Oh well, I can't see. I'm gonna go forward till it beeps. Ow! I'm stuck like a can of biscuits here.
Well, you would think that right there would change the way you live, but nope.
You bought like Unicity? No way! You can message me anytime for questions. Jenna? Hi, Lolo! Can we drive through?
I know. Shannon graduated anger management, so kudos to her. Kudos to her. Hey, it doesn't mean she has to beat her up. She could just go to the window and go, hey. You'd hear her. Oh my God, Foodie would lose her religion. It would be so funny. I ain't saying she got to be mean to her. She just got to be like, what up? You want to talk smack? Let's do it.
Oh, my belly. I really should be watching it, you know. So I don't think I'm going to be drive-throughing. But...
Yeah, right, Jan. I have a feeling you're sitting, staring at the Dairy Queen.
I mean, I already ate dinner. But
Yeah, what does that matter? We watched you kill 4 drive-thrus in 1 hour.
If I ever want to eat lunch or dinner, and I do drive-through, yeah, we'll drive-through bees.
Oh, you know that's coming.
Wheelchairs, no wheelchairs. Yeah, electronic seats. I know people expect me to just come here and eat wheelchairs and drive
Oh, your mom's not gonna let you do that shit.
through galore.
How many nights a week you spend the night over at Uncle Phil's?
No. I don't feel like, I thought I would, like, I was afraid of that. Like,
Okay, you're over-explaining, which means bullshitola. You just say nope, nope, and then that's it. But you over-explain. God.
back and getting right back into my
No, there's no Nashies this time of year. She already said that. You know she went looking.
old ways. And I know those ways are entertaining for you guys, but they're not healthy.
It's healthier than you eating. I'm telling you right now, that would be healthier than all the food you're eating.
For me. So I have to really think of my life,
Bullshit.
the quality of life.
So why aren't you checking your sugar? Why are you eating Hamburger Helper? Why are you going through drive-thrus? Yeah.
I really want to get in shape so I can travel with my husband and...
So you going the old-fashioned way, the way you did with Nader? Is that how you're going to do it now?
You know, be young like him.
Well, he's 10 years younger than you and in better shape, so that's going to be impossible.
Physically. Hi, Joey! You did, Jenna? Okay, you have to message me. Actually, I didn't have a very healthy dinner. But it wasn't takeout. But
You have not eaten healthy since your feet hit the ground. Your trotters and those busted out Skechers hit Canadian pavement. You have not eaten anything healthy.
it's like, you know, I'm supposed to stop eating there, but it's hard.
Which means you're not even trying.
Eating is hard. Oh, did I get sick? I don't know, Leanne. Who kidnapped the real foodie? Your true friends and beezers want what's healthy for you, not the entertainment. Yeah, I know. Thanks,
Yeah, and that's about 3, and she don't care.
But
But I can't do that. Oh, I see you filled your unicity up with just ice water. You don't want to curb that appetite while you're sitting across from the Dairy Queen. Yeah, broccoli who? Veggie Tales what?
go back to bees and it will make you rich. But
That's
for-
true. But what we've learned is she don't care about money. She cares about a man claiming her, fake loving her. That's all she cares about. She gave her money away to Nader. You people don't get it. That's why she cried in Cuba. She didn't care about the money. She wanted a man.
For me, like, one big lesson I've learned is that, like, there's other kinds of wealth in life. There's not, money is one of them, but...
She thinks being claimed by a man is wealth to her. Somebody to take care of her because her parents won't. And Pete's won't.
It sounds corny, but, like, health is more valuable, you know? Like,
Then TikTok.
I'm not going to be here to enjoy money anyway. I don't know. Are you kidding? I miss you too, babe. And I miss Salah, like, so bad. Like,
There it is. There it is.
like I said, I wasn't even here 2 days, and I was like, I want to go home. And
Unbelievable.
I was seriously looking at.
Then why'd you do this whole fake, my health is in jeopardy, I got to get back to Canada ASAP, I got to get weight loss surgery, I need help? Because you used it so nobody would even suspect you were going back to renew a visa.
Flights.
Early.
And now I'm discouraged about, I don't know. Are you kidding? A big part of me wants to just like hold myself up in my own little comfort apartment or something.
And you should. You need your residency in Canada, ma'am. You need that health care. You don't have the money. He don't have the money. Quit burdening Kuwait, Thailand, Salah. Get yourself under control.
Something and just make delicious, comfort, rich foods every night.
There it is. There's your truth. But she can't stand not knowing what Salah's doing.
And bees all night. But like, I did that and it got old after a while. I wasn't really that happy.
No. You loved your life until Nader and the split up.
No.
That's why you bolted as fast as you could without thinking.
It's fun, but it's not like, hi Vanessa.
Oh, I'm sure you and Uncle Phil are yucking it up with some lemon tea and a pizza.
Super chat, I guess like...
And now she's over it. Now she wants to know what Salah's doing.
Could visit here, but... Thanks.
I mean, that's what she did in Thailand. She sat in the room and ate 7-Eleven and indulged, let's just say indulged in Thailand, THC perhaps, conspiracy theory, while he was out on the street. But at least he came back to the room. Like, you see what I'm saying? But the fact that she's in Canada and demands that he shows her where he is, talks to her all frickin' day. I mean, does the guy get to sleep? We're talking a 7-hour difference here. Hi, Capone. Does he even get to sleep? Oh my God. Does he have to have a teddy bear cam on him? A nanny cam?
I don't know. I don't feel at home like I used to. Hi, Ariel.
That's because you're hiding from Shannon and FFG.
And I miss my cat. Hi, Jackie.
I'm not even going to say it.
Hey.
Yeah, and Salah comes into the chat. I missed you, baby. Come home, baby. He don't care if she gets her health under control.
His moon. Yeah, that's
Or
right.
he's just saying it for the crowd.
I think I've adjusted to the time difference, yeah. Because I've been getting up.
I feel like you're lying about that because when Salah's awake, you would be asleep. So let's say it's 7 a.m., it's midnight for you. So I have a feeling you're staying up all night so you can keep him on the phone and see what he's doing all day. He's probably so happy not to babysit her anymore, right? Oh my God. Does she really? No, she would not want Salah in Canada. Plus, she couldn't bring him over as a husband without a real marriage license. If she had a marriage license, she could easily bring him over. He can show his income he gets from Cherry Automotive. All they got to show is that marriage license. But you got a big old problem, Houston, if there isn't one.
Lois. Oh, hi, Rainstorm. Hi, I'm new. Meow. Hello.
What did Nader say? Nader makes shit up anyway. He's trying to say, because he struck FFG's channel, he's trying to say that he got her info so he could dox her, and she lives in a motel. But he's just bullshitting because he's Nader.
Yeah. Yeah. Suze, I'm split. Oh, teardrop, hi. It's dark. Can you see? No. I blend in. Suze, you nailed it. And it's not a good feeling. It's depressing.
You are depressed no matter where you go. You go to Kuwait, you're depressed. You go to Thailand, you're depressed. You come back to Canada, you're depressed. Ma'am, that is a you problem. Nobody can fix that but you and a proper diagnosis and proper medication. And probably exercise and good eating.
I'm stuck between two worlds. Yeah.
No, you're not. You're Canadian.
Exactly. I don't know how it's a really weird and sad feeling, because when I'm over there, I miss my family and some things about my culture.
Yeah.
Right?
Comfort food and THC.
Yes, and then when I'm here, I just want to go back. So, I don't know what to do. And that's why I haven't really been going live. I've been kind of depressed.
You don't know what to do. You literally booked a ticket, convinced Salah that you had to go get healthy so you weren't a pain in his ass and you could travel with him to Mecca, because he's going to Mecca with or without you. You are not pulling him back. But anyway, so you convinced him to give you your passport so you can go home. You're going home for Christmas because regardless, you got to leave there by January 10th. So you just went early so you can indulge in, like you said, the most important thing was the comfort food you missed. Well, there's a health arc. So we know what your comfort food in Canada is. Poutine, drive-thrus, Nashies, which are not out right now, Dairy Queen. And you have the freedom to go get it all day long instead of bugging a man and convince him that you need it or have a tantrum so you can get it and upset him. You went home to do all this, but you tried to convince everyone that you were pretty much on your deathbed. Good job.
Press, like, honestly, and I don't really know what to talk about.
Yeah, we seen that dot a long time ago. Yeah. Dee Dee's mom's convinced that Nader wants Foodie.
No, wolf oak. Skin moistures.
Well, I think she has to stay obsessed with Salah or she'll start revisiting her feelings of Nader while she's in Canada. Like, that's why she left.
Hi, Living Laurel. Hi.
She said she was going crazy because she kept driving to Montreal. She was obsessed with going to Nader and seeing him. It was crazy. Bunny boiler shit.
A little bit. Anyway, I'm not gonna really talk about Pete's. Like, I'm keeping everything about that in my personal life private. Like,
You can't talk about Pete, your friend from age 16? Oh, we know something's up there then. I done told you. I'll bet she gets an apartment. So she can be on the lease he's gonna get it. He's gonna get the apartment, and she's making promises. Hey, listen, I could just get a 1-bedroom, and when I go back to Kuwait, I just need the address to keep my residency and my health care so I can get the travel health care through Canada, and I'm covered up to $5 million worth of health care. I'm going to need you to stay in that apartment, and you can pay half or whatever, or it's your apartment, but I just need my name on the lease so I can prove to Canadian government so I get my residency back. We already know. My God, this is as easy as making a chocolate cake.
any interactions with people.
Of course they're talking. I already told you, if they're talking or if they end up living together, you will not know about it. That's one secret she'll keep. And so will Pete. But my point is, he's already been talking about, because he's IQ of what, 2 digits? I don't know. But anyway, conspiracy theory. He's already said he's going to take a new job in a new town or a new city. I'm like, oh my God. Nothing like giving it away. Nothing like giving it all away.
Because I just don't want it to be a topic of discussion, really.
Right. We just got to forget about Pete, people. Why would I say hi to my friend for 30 years or 20-some years? Why would I say hi to him? That's just between me.
I want it to be...
Because I'm married, I can't say hi to friends.
Not by drama vultures, You
think she's been with Nader? No. Nader would sing like a bird unless Nader wanted to leave Dee Dee. That would be the only time Nader would shut up. If he could get out of the situation he's in. He takes care of Dee Dee's elderly mom all day. When he gets tired of that, and Chantal offers him a better world, that's the only time Nader's going to be quiet.
So, That's why I'm kind of just not talking about it.
Okay.
It doesn't mean I just like, I'm like totally snobbing, but.
No, it means you're hiding shit. Well, and
Thanks,
that's the
man.
other thing. You know, that little bit of money he makes off of YouTube, you know, Pete's, his viewers will walk away. Trust that.
Use this as a motivation to lose weight. Yeah. I have to, because like if I want to fly back, it's gonna suck. But
Salah, you better stay in her chat. But Salah, you know what? You never cared about her. You wouldn't have been bringing her that food. She didn't have a car. There's no way she could go get it herself. You could have just been like, nope, you're eating healthy. I'm here to help you. I will be your partner through this. I will get you through your depression, your crazy thoughts, your whatever about food. I'm here for you. We'll do this together. Why would you leave your husband in the middle of a health crisis? That don't even make sense. And travel 21 hours on a plane.
I need 2 seats. Sure, lazy.
I think he could come to Canada to visit. That's why I think so he knows she has to be in Canada 6 months a year. And I know Salah wants to go see Canada. I think he has friends there. He knows people there. I'm just saying, like, they're trying to work this out, but she struggles with not being able to stalk Salah. So she gets a little nutty. She's really hard to get through a plan together because of her mentals. He is taking care of business. That's why he got a job. He has to prove to Canadian government that he has an income. He has money. That's all he's got to do, and not be a criminal in any way. And show his passport. He could be in Canada in 61 to 70 days. And he could stay for 6 months. And she has to stay 6 months out of the year in Canada to keep her residency and her health care.
2 homes is hard.
They could go back and forth. It would be fun. It'd be easier if she just was honest instead of playing this whole bullshit game. But the other thing is, here's the big one. He cannot come over. He can only come over as her husband, because they don't allow single men his age to come over. She can sponsor him as his wife, but they have to have a legal marriage license. Government.
You have family in Canada and then Kuwait. Mm-hmm. They're trolls, babe. Just skip it. Yeah. Oh yeah, Maggie. Apartment hunting?
No, she already knows she has to pay for 2 seats if she goes back. Yeah, why wouldn't you listen, if you're legally married, why wouldn't you started the process? Well, she can't. She left Canada way too long. She lost her residency. She has to get it back. And I don't know how long she has to sit there to get her residency back, but she definitely needs a resident in her name. In her name. If he goes to Canada, he's going to leave her for Pete's. Capone said that, not me.
Have you been banned from the buffets? I haven't gone to a buffet. No, it's fine. There are, like, options, but it's obviously, like, I don't know.
You're in a pickle. You're in a serious pickle. For real. You can't afford to give up your residency in Canada and just border hop for visas. You can't afford that. If anything happens to you, nobody's going to take you on as a private health insurance company. You know nothing about private health insurance companies. And you're not a resident. You're not married. You're a visitor. You have to be patient. You have to do this the right way.
I'm just rethinking everything. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah, because what you're doing isn't smart. Now, if you'd like to email me, I'll help you out. But do it the right way. If he wants to be with you and you want to be with him, you guys could go back and forth from Kuwait to Canada and enjoy both parts of life. But why do finagling in this stuff? That's exhausting. Email me, I'll help you out.
Because I'm just not sure what I want to do permanently. I'm not sure now about the surgery.
Yep, I see where you're going with this. You can't stand not seeing what he's doing. She would sit in that condo all day just waiting for him to come through the door. What kind of life is that?
So.
And she definitely,
I'm not sure.
She definitely has a concern with him coming to Canada because it's the free world. He can go do what he wants. He could take her car with his passport and he could drive to the club and hang out. I mean, this is a pickle. It's a pickle.
If I really want to stay, or, I'm not sure.
You mean if you really want to get your residency back? That's why you were talking about private health care. Because in your mind, you know you have to sit there and get a residence.
What I'm going to do.
Should have kept the date. Why didn't you listen to me from the get-go? You should have kept the luxury villa. You were locked in at a rent. Pete could have watched the cats and the place. He could have went to work and paid half. Why didn't you listen to me? You would have had your residency.
So, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P.
Okay, you could have just said alphabet person.
Grifting season? I've always loved your smile. I'm happy to see you doing better. Thank you.
I don't know what his family... I know his dad doesn't like any of this. I know that much. Big A said that. Mr. A said that. And she definitely doesn't want to lose another man to a Canadian woman. So she's got herself in a pickle. The best thing she could do is just get healthy. Get healthy. Quit with the mind games. God.
I just talked about that Bing Bong.
Yeah, if somebody posts a new Red Room picture, watch how fast she hits that airport. Amen. Just like Paris Hilton.
Yeah, I mean, there are some options, but I'm not sure what I'm doing yet.
Yeah. Because you got yourself in a corner now, ding dong. God. Who gives up everything? Their cats, their home, their one place of stability that has all their stuff in it, to go run away with a guy you've never met. I tried to tell you, if this thing works out in 2 years, then you can move on. But who does that? God. For being a tourist.
Cool the second time?
God, if you were in any other country, you wouldn't have this problem.
I have to decide right now. Yeah. Ooh. Wait. Ah! I'd do some sort of food therapy.
Yeah, and that's the other thing. She might be being played. She has nothing. She is so vulnerable. It's dumb.
Ready, set, bees! So yeah, I'm just like really... Don't give your haters...
I literally know. I know one person that thinks just like she does. And I just shake my head. I just shake my head because no matter what, like you can lay it all down in black and white, and they would prefer to be ignorantly smarter than you. It's called defiant. It is so ridiculous that you get yourself in the worst situations because you would rather do that than listen to anybody. Remember, she even made the statement, a doctor would have to follow me around. So you already plan on cheating through a weight loss surgery program. Like, that's basically what she's saying. She's never going to give up her food. Period. The end.
There's nothing to talk about .com. They make up things, right?
But she thinks she could probably manipulate a doctor. Oh my God. Through what? Devil's snow? You can eat whatever you want, but you're burning off the weight loss is there. Well, they're going to be testing your blood, sweetheart. Sorry, you're never going to win at a game where you're trying to get something for nothing or you're trying to con people. Ugh.
All time, your favorite type of cuisine? Oh boy. Thanks, Teardrop.
Yeah, with deviled eggs.
Hi, Ellie. I don't know. In a parking lot.
You asked them both in the chat where Salah's ring was and they were ignoring you. Of course they were.
Lots of viewers.
He puts that on when he shows up at the apartment or he goes and does something with her. God, we don't even know if she's his second wife. Nobody knows.
Oh yeah, because it's my first live in a while. And people are
Or if this is just a transaction.
Like, I don't know, I feel nervous. Like, I never feel nervous when I go live. It's weird.
Paranoid? Why are you paranoid? What's the problem? You're in your own country. It's not like you're sitting over there in Doha where you don't know anybody riding out this stupid visa. You went home instead so you could indulge in Christmas and comfort food and drive the Kia around and hopefully get some views.
It's so weird.
Can't believe you still only got 9,000 views for this.
Weird.
Wow. Nothing's working.
Hi, creepy. I guess before when you just don't care and you're not afraid of what you say and you're not careful, it's like honestly a bit of a stress-free kind of situation, you know?
So I don't understand. Why do you got to be careful what you say? You're grown. You're a grown woman. Is it because you can't, when people ask you something and they can tell when you're lying? I mean, who cares? Lie all the way through this. We're waiting for the outcome.
So maybe now that I'm like...
Oh my God, if Shannon walked up and knocked on that door, I would just... You know what? It would break the internet.
I don't know. I guess, like, I'm just so indecisive. Depressed because I miss Salah and my pets.
No, you just don't know what Shalah's doing. This guy has to be in every chat, on the phone. Well, he don't want to lose his cash cow either, does he?
Thirsty as heck because
you're diabetic, right? And you ate a copious amount of sodium when you ate a whole pan of Hamburger Helper.
Diabetes.
But she don't test her sugar anymore. She's testing you guys to see if you're going to feel sorry for her.
He ate his corn. He needs more corn.
I have a family. It's me, Salah, a hamster, and a cat. Give him more corn, Salah. Change his bedding, Salah.
Paneer? Thanks, Mia. Protect your peace. Yeah, it's hard. Hi, Samby. Teardrop.
Why are you doing that with your nose? If people have a cold, they sniff up. They don't go, why are you doing that? Are you sick?
Really?
When you're sick, you sniff up, right? Like that. Trying to open those sinuses.
Putin bees? I did have Putin already. Lids.
Of course you did. You didn't film it because then your health arc would look, I don't know, like a lie.
Health is number one. If you don't have your health, then your life will be hard. Yeah, true.
She don't care about her health. Haven't you people learned anything?
Very true. As a Muslim, you can't do Christmas. Oh, she's a good girl, babe. Butchers. Jeffree Star blocked you? How come? What'd you say? Do I run into fans in real life? I run into people who watch me a lot.
Bull. The gas station guy.
In this part of the world.
Oh my God, she's a Kardashian. No wonder why she's hiding.
Hello, my friend. Many wishes to you. Thank you, Dread of the Dead. Hamburger Helper. I had Hamburger Helper tonight. Yeah. Hi, G Penny. I love Hamburger Helper. You can tell there's cornstarch in it, though.
Hamburger Helper is the most disgusting thing in the world. How do you consider adding probably cheap hamburger, because you know you ain't doing ground sirloin, to a box of sodium is a good idea? While you just cry to all of us, I gotta go home. My numbers are through the roof. I got to do a diabetic arc so I can prove that I got to go home. It's you renewing a visa. You just did it 3 weeks early so you could enjoy gifts for Christmas. Because obviously, Salah and his family do not do Christmas, as you should not.
Are we wearing black? Yeah. Can you see the shape of my head? No way.
No, you look like a floating head.
Things started with a dream. So focus on your goals. Yeah, for sure. I'm a radio presenter? No way! Nice, Italian.
Look at these people. They sent her $10 to tell her that Just Breezin is sniping her. Listen, that goes without even... What a waste of $10. Not on my... But over there. Oh my God. That goes without saying. If Monty wasn't wrapped up in a bunch of drama, he'd probably be sniping her.
The last thing you want is med emergency in another country. Yeah, that's true, Shimpy. That scares me a bit, but... .com. Read this because she got me blocked. And she's sniping you right now. Just remember.
Who cares? Tattletale. Whoever that is, the tattletale of school. God.
Oh, just boosting that you're still monetized. Oh, she's not monetized again yet?
You already knew she wasn't monetized. Oh, you mean yet. Takes about a month, I heard.
I'm sorry, but if I ever get demonetized, I'm dipping.
Did you hear that, Beezers? You hear that teardrop? And Creep Feet Comfort and Crime. And she has three supporters. She has 2 members. Wait, she has 1, 2, 3, 4 members. You hear that, members? If she can't run ads, and she out. She out. Oh, that's right, because she got booted from Patreon. She broke their terms of service. I guarantee you she will be on the Twitch so fast.
I'm wasting my time. I don't have it.
Oh, you're a waste of time, audience. She ain't in it for the heart, right?
Happy? I know, Love Mandy. He's not the one. Look, this is me. Like, he understands. We're all involved from what we eat at Christmas, yeah. But I miss him. Like, I realize that he's become such a dependent. Like, I'm dependent on him.
There it is. There it is, Salah. She is a dependent. A dependent. She can't live alone. She can't do life alone. She can't figure out anything alone. She just expects somebody to take care of her. Whether she is so sick, she will make you stay by her side. Oh, wow.
On him being around, like, going through life with him. Going through life alone is, like, I feel not totally alone because I talk to him all the time. And we still help each other out, like, by talking to each other. But, like...
So he's always... You're trauma dumping on him? Wow. Could you even imagine using a human being like that?
I don't know. I can't explain it. I feel a level of loneliness that I don't know if I can deal with it.
Well, you're supposed to be over there, not in your feelings, getting doctors, getting a place, getting a residency, being able to maybe bring Salah to Canada when you have to go back. I don't understand. You're always in the right here, the right now. You never have goals. You never work towards them to accomplish anything. You could be eating healthy, walking, and making you a better person for him. But you don't care.
Thank you, .com. Thanks for the super chats. Because if they're sniping, they'll read that. Hi, Melly. The Patreon days. Yeah, when my channel got deleted, I just went on like a whole bunch of other platforms. But there was a lot of interest in my life back then. I don't know if it would be the same now.
No.
I
gotta be honest. You go back to Kuwait, I think all the reaction channels are dipping out. I keep hearing them say it.
So
there's other fish in this sea.
But you adjust. You adjust to whatever life throws your way.
I know, wouldn't this be a more interesting saga if she wasn't spending all her time trying to manipulate and lie her way through it, if she just to prove to Nader somebody wanted to marry her, like, wouldn't it have looked more sane if she just told the truth and we followed the journey with her? Instead of trying to show her that there are Kuwaitis here, there's expats here that know the truth about Kuwait. I mean, it's just, it's useless.
If you don't, well, then I guess you think because you have no choice. Is YouTuber being a hard job? No. Well...
Oh, you better pretend like it's a hard job sitting in the car talking to your phone.
Yeah, in a way. You become one when you're married. Yes, Carolina, you feel... Hi, Brittany. You feel like family. That's exactly what it is. Kelly A. Shemansky. Your skin is gorgeous. Oh,
you just told your little family of subscribers that if you didn't get paid, you would be gone. Is that how you treat your family? Probably. I mean, let's think about it. You're right. In open mouth, insert foot.
Thanks, Kelly. Thank you. Probably can't see it. It's in the dark, but thank you. I think you should look into Culture Shock. It's real. Yeah, I think so. Hi, Pam Anderson. Change or die. Yeah. My boy always used to say that to you.
Oh my God, this is the same shit. How do you travel? Oh my God. How do you travel to Kuwait and all you did for all that time, besides the couples channel, but on her main channel, all you did was sit in front of a blue couch and eat with nothing to tell us about your relationship. I mean, her and Pete's had more conversations. They had more in-depth conversations talking about a damn tree, right? And then you go all the way back home and everybody's like, yes, yes, you're back home. All she does is sit in the car. And then the one live stream. Salah's in there. There's a bunch of trolls in here. There's trolls in here. What is this? This is the dumbest stuff I've ever seen in my life. I had no idea. Then she just reads people's questions, waiting for them to give her the content. I can't. Mr. J. Quinn. There's that. I don't know what she's doing. She would rather keep a lie going than save the only job she has, which is her channel. And the truth is, if she would have started out, which she did, truthfully, saying she'd be coming back to Canada every 3 months to renew her visa, and then all of a sudden she went over there, locked eyes with Goofy, right? He's mine. We got to do a fake wedding. You're mine. I got to tell the internet, you're mine. Wait until Nader sees this. I got me a man. You know what I'm saying? And then it just has snowballed from there. Of course, this is all entertainment. This is our soap opera. But I'm just saying, it has snowballed from there. Like, when you're covering a lie with a lie, then you get caught with the lie that, OMG. And then you go to government sites and prove that she's not a resident. They are not legally married. They did a 7-day marriage of convenience, just like Murad said. But that was it. It was over. Murad said, oh, but that's over. They literally did it for content. Salah. I thought Nader did anything for money, but bro, even he had more, you know what I mean, self-worth. Let's be honest. And you kept feeding her. Yeah, because that's what a husband would do. If he's got a morbidly obese wife that, has health issues, that's what a husband would do. Just keep feeding you. What you want today, baby? You want canes? Let's go. You want this? You want that? You want me to go to 7-Eleven? $100 worth of shit? Put it in the drawer. Are you nuts? She's cornered. She's cornered right now. Her residency has to be reapplied for in Canada. She swears she's a resident of Kuwait, but she left her husband to go back to Canada. to establish healthcare, free healthcare. So now you're not a Kuwaiti, you're a Canadian. Because you can get something free. What are you both just looking for free shit? I mean, it's just, we're watching. Cognitive dissonance. Wow. Wow. I couldn't even imagine spinning that web and getting caught up in it. Spin your own web and get caught up in it. I couldn't even imagine. Just fade to black. Come back a skinny legend, living wherever the hell you're going to live. That's a smart move at this point. Yeah, this is crazy. This is crazy. Oh my God. I know she's not an expat. There's no way. Like Milk Tea is an expat because she is a teacher in other countries, a profession, a career. Yeah, Joanna, we know nothing about his past, him, the last 10 years, his engagements, his affiliates, and I don't want to. Because I'm going to assume when somebody has, the suits knocking on their door, you never know why. That's all I'm going to say about that. I'm just saying. All of it is crazy. Girl, just log off for a while. Well, she can't. Well, if he's working for Cherry Automotive, then he would have a career. Not Canada just wants income. They would want Salah to show that he has a job with roots where he lives. He ain't coming to Canada to work, to come over as a visitor. That's all Canada wants. And you can't have a criminal background. And you got to be in good health. That's it. 60 days, he can come over as a visitor. No problem. But do they have a marriage license? Because that's required to bring your husband over and sponsor him. They're in a pickle. And she can't be a resident because she's got all the health issues. It is what it is. And she don't have a career. YouTuber is not a career. I thought it was kind of cute when Salah played the keyboard. Yeah, and sang the little song. Yeah. Big Al is one of my favorites. No. You can't be married unless you're a resident of Kuwait. She is not an expat. She's a tourist. Tourist, put your fanny pack on or your backpack, carry your camera. You're a tourist. Don't get it twisted. Do you guys ever watch on YouTube when the scammers get scammed? Because the scammers think they're smarter than smart people. And I love it when they play along and then they turn the camera on and know the scammers' names and everything. And the scammers think, there's no way, we got this. I love it. That's what's happening here. You got two people. She knows nothing about healthcare because she's always had free healthcare. And she's spitting out things that we know all about. All about. She knows nothing about. Who knows, Alexis? Well, she's always got her way, right? So what happens? Lie your way to get your way. It's not going to happen in this situation. Because you're dealing with governments and immigration that's stupid. And you're lying on the internet, which could stop you from going over there. What are you doing? Just too late now. I mean, you would have had to start from the get, being honest, and we follow the journey. We could have all been like, hey, we researched this. You could have done this. You could do this. I tried telling her. I said, don't get rid of that townhouse. Keep it. Let Pete stay in there with the kids. Let his mom move in, but keep it. She didn't listen. That's the best part about all this. And then she turns around and gets mad at us when it didn't go her way. This is my favorite soap opera. I love it. I don't know, Stormy. Give it a try and let us know how that works out. I've always tried to help. I'm like, listen, you don't know this guy. You could go out. You don't want to lose everything. Your cats, your home. Don't do it. Don't do it. Learn from people giving you advice. As much as you want to run from the situation you were in with Nader, don't give up everything. It'll cost you in the end. I said all that. Look at her now. And rent's gone up, and Pete's went on with his own life. But if she's got that personality, I think she does, she will promise somebody the moon to help her get an apartment. There are people in her life that give in to her all the time. That's what's wrong. And I don't know why Salah gives in to her too. She was dead set on proving this marriage. She does have a planner. Write this stuff down. Go back. Write down all the things I've told you and how you could see through. You just have to get out of your own head, have some patience, and you still can enjoy time together. For real. Write it all down. You're welcome. If YouTube demonetized her, it would actually be a good thing for her. Oh, she'd go straight to the Twitch. Straight to the Twitch. Honest to God, she would. Yes, she would. Yes, she would. Yes, she would. Yes, she already did HD. I already showed everybody. And I already put in my thing with YouTube, and they'll fix it. And if I really cared, I wouldn't do live streams. I would just make videos, put them on unlisted, wait for them to go green, and put them out. If I really cared. If she was smart enough to know that if I really cared, that's what I would do. But it's not my income, sweetheart. No. Speaking of which, don't forget to go in the store and get this feline furry girl t-shirt or sweatshirt. Just a random long-haired gray cat with beautiful green eyes. Just telling you to get over it. Don't forget, they're in the store. She tried Twitch, but she tried everything. She just wanted her YouTube back. For real. And she got it back, and she just blew everything off. She could have been making money from Twitch. And can you imagine if she wouldn't have been lazy? She could have stayed on Twitch, and Salah would have had a already built gaming channel that pays way better than this for gaming. Because that's what Twitch is. It's where the gamers go. If she would have been smart, she'd have kept it alive and going, and then just switched it right over to them gaming. And she'd have been making buku income. But she don't think like a businesswoman. If she did, she would have a career And it wouldn't be this fake world she lives in called YouTube. Yeah, she could have kept her OF going. Yeah, kept it like a backup sandwich. If that's your only income, this is your only income and you've seen it go down once, why wouldn't you build that Twitch for backup? Why would you not? And then it would have come in real handy while she was in Kuwait. She don't listen. Let her just keep stumbling. She don't listen to doctors. Nobody. And then if Salah did try to get her healthy like Nader did, remember she would talk all kinds of shit on Nader because she'd be mad at him. Remember that live stream where they were sitting on the bed? Remember she had no filter? She looked like a big jack-o'-lantern. We didn't even know that's what she looked like. Remember that? I'll show you. No, seriously. And people were telling him he had no clue. People were telling him that she said that he cried to her, that he begged her to stay with him. He goes, you said that? He goes, I cry for nothing. I go, I believe that. She was trying to make him out like he needed her. It was weird. But anyway, here it is. Hold on. Yeah, this is on Just Saying's channel. You don't remember this? This is what she looks like. That's real. Because he doesn't have, it was on his phone. He has an iPhone. And we know iPhones, you can count your pores on an iPhone, where Samsung wants you to take amazing selfies, so they have built-in filters. But this is like straight up. She was stressed right here because he was learning all this stuff. And she was getting so mad, she was telling people to shut up. It was crazy. Behind his back, she was stressing. He goes, why is your face so red?
Where's the ring, Chantal? Where's the ring?
I don't even know. I think it's in the drawer.
Maybe this drawer. Mary Ray. قد تحدثت عنك بشكل سيء للغاية. أيضا الماضية من الساعة.
She's rolling her eyes. She's mad. People were starting to text or send him super chats in Arabic, saying that she was dogging him out behind his back, and he wasn't happy. But he started telling people, she would be like, you know, they're just trolls.
I take advantage of that, and I don't give you the full truth on things.
Thanks for super chat. She said you gave her anxiety. I don't have anxiety.
He goes, I don't have anxiety.
To nobody.
So all the things she was saying behind his back, people were bringing to his phone, and she was getting mad and embarrassed. He kept going, did you say that? Like, everybody thought he was just like, I mean, you can paint a picture of anybody if you want to, unless you really know him in real life. What? Is somebody telling me about myself? Let me see. Hey girl, not sure what part of Canada others are from. Ontario. Right? Joanna, aren't you from Ontario? Or are you from Ottawa? Tell me which one. 14 months ago, we relocated to Ottawa. 14 months ago, and our doctor shortage is no joke. Well, we know that. You, without doubt, cannot get referred to a family doctor from a walk-in clinic. The doctors working there are doctors. No, she could be referred to a specialist. Okay, so what are you people trying to tell me in Canada? If you go in, we're not talking healthy people. If you go in sick, let's say your blood pressure's through the roof, your sugar's through the roof, you're in a medical crisis that a doctor from your urgent care would not refer you to a specialist like an endocrinologist, heart doctor, none of the above. Just be like, well, you're on your own, 2-3 years. This is why the internet is nutty. We were talking about Chantal. who is a completely different, super morbidly obese, they would help her. That's what I thought. But everybody compares their story to Chantal. I mean, that would be like me saying, well, if I go into the urgent care, then they'll give me a doctor. Not if I'm healthy. You have to wait. No, I'm not being baited. She's being honest. Not even mad. I'm asking, what are you guys telling me? That they just letting people, drop over there because it's universal? Joanna said, if you do not have a doctor, you go through Health Connect Ontario for her. It's via Great River Health Team. There you go. Yeah, I'm going to tell you right now, there's no way I will ever move to a country where, wow. We're human beings. A doctor takes this oath. You're like, sorry, you got too many patients. We see what they do here in my state with people that have state insurance. They'll only take so many. And then you're on your own. Can't help you. We're at our limit. Unless it's about a child through like CPS, they get in. They get slid right in. That's what I'm talking about. Like, we're all people. So anyway, what else did she say? You, without a doubt, cannot get referred to a family doctor. No, I'm talking specialist, not a family doctor. From a walk-in clinic. The doctors working there are doctors. I traveled 7 hours each way to see my longtime family doctor until it's no longer feasible. A doctor from a walk-in clinic will, however, refer you to a specialist if needed. And that's what I was talking about. She could be referred to a specialist. So let's say she gets an endocrinologist. And the endocrinologist says, you know what? I'm going to take you on as a patient, as a diabetic patient. Then I am going to, remember, I worked for doctors. Then I'm going to refer you to a bariatric surgeon. Boom. That's how it works. She can do that. Right? Am I wrong? Isn't that how they do it? To save your life? Harmony's like, free socialized medicine is not what you think. Then why wouldn't she stay in Kuwait? Why wouldn't she stay in Kuwait? Because she had to travel somewhere to renew that visa. Visitor visa, right? So she did it before Christmas. So first of all, people wouldn't say, oh, well, it's not January 9th. She did it early. Want to know why? She wants that Christmas stuff. The food, the whatevers, and the presents. So while I'm here, let me apply for my residency and get my health care back. So I can go back to Kuwait with the Travel Canada health care. Covers you up to $5 million. What a gift, right? But then realize she has to have an address. Oh shit, I should tell people I'll be here for a while so I can get an apartment. I need an address. I can't even get my residency back without it. Because I told you not to give it up. But you did anyway. What else did she say? Our healthcare has gone down the drain. Think of a walk-in clinic here in Canada as a step down from the ER, coughs, colds, etc. If she's very lucky, she could expect weight loss surgery in the next 3 years or so after she's followed all the steps. Yeah, I already said all that. She's got to lose weight. She's got to prove that her head's in the right space, that she is about health and not an instant fix. Yeah, we know. We know. She's painted herself in a corner. And if you ask me, she needs her residency back to get that free travel health care. That's what she needs. But she proved through her passport she's not reliable as a resident for that free health care. So, travel health care. So I'm just saying, I don't think it's ever been about weight loss surgery. I really don't. She wants to go back over there, do what she's been doing, and not burden financially health, because she can use that Travel Canada healthcare. The problem was she stayed too long. She stayed out of Canada too long, so she could keep an eye on Salah. How well did that work out for you in Thailand? You should have went home to Canada, kept your residency. Can't with her. Yeah, she can go to Mexico, get weight loss surgery if she really wanted it. Actually, they could have went together to Turkey, right? Under $3,000. Probably don't have to go through all the hoops, right? I mean, we know a YouTuber that went to Mexico and had it done. People do, if you want it bad enough. Yeah. So anyway, yeah, there's a lot of, you can't play with your government and your free health care and your residency. You have to earn your health care in Canada. And one of the rules is you cannot be gone longer than 6 months. So you were gone 9. She knows the rules. She just didn't want to leave Salah. And now that it's going to be January, it's a whole new year. She can do this shit again for 6 months, but then she has to go home for 6 months. Oh gosh, there's a lot of people that go to Mexico for dental work. Absolutely. They have amazing clinics. There's YouTubers that do it. They even film it. I mean, amazing clinics. Yeah, this is all gonna boil to a head like a boil. Somebody's gonna have to, it's gonna get lanced. And she got herself in a pickle. But you keep being smarter than everyone else. You know, people could have helped you. You just don't take help because you know everything. Awesome. Can't wait to see how this plays out. I gotta go. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you for the likes on the way out. Thank you so much for my new members. Thank you so much. Happy holidays. And thank you for subscribing to my channel. Our subscriber count's going up, guys. We're almost to the 7,000 mark. Will I see it by the end of the year? I don't know. It's up to you. Anyway, love y'all. Have a great day. Bye.